And then I'm gonna share my screen. Let me minimize a couple things and share my screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Black Wall Street, Texas, our weekly meeting. And let me go into present mode. And here's our agenda. I'm super excited today. For those who are here, I am congratulating you for showing up on time and showing up to do business for yourself and for those that are in your community. I sincerely appreciate showing up on time for yourself. You know, we're guided by a spiritual movement, and with this movement, we're going to move right along. Welcome to those who are listening to the recording. Let me just share this with you, listeners. You are welcome to come to this Zoom meeting, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We show up for you. We show up for your business. So come join us this time next week. Now we're going to go into prayer. Anyone who wants to lead us in prayer today, please do so. If not, then I'll do it because I don't mind praying and asking God for guidance. Oh, Heavenly Father, we come together one more time, uniting in a spiritual movement. I'm asking that you remove all the barriers that are hindering us from growth. I'm asking that you lead me as I guide those throughout this movement. You know, without you, I am nothing, and with you, we can accomplish anything. I want you to continue to bless those leaders around the country that are supporting the movement, guiding the movement, and are really aligned with the true movement of Black Wall Street. These and other blessings I'm asking in thy son Jesus' name. Amen. Now we're going to go into the spiritual markers. The 7 spiritual markers that are guiding Black Wall Street USA are as follows: Spirit of the Lord, Spirit of wisdom, Spirit of understanding, Spirit of counsel, Spirit of power, Spirit of knowledge, Spirit of fear of God. Now, you can go and see these spiritual markers on blackwallstreet.org/our movement for a really in-depth understanding of these spiritual markers. And you also can go to the Bible, right, Mr. Manning? They can go to the Bible as well and review it, view it. We are moving kind of fast today, and we're going to go with the introduction, the business introduction. We're going to stick to 1 minute. Now, what I'm asking those who were on the call with Mr. Derrick, because he did a wonderful job. And when I say he did a wonderful job with helping to put clarity in that 1 minute elevator pitch. And if you take what he has given us and use it, you truly can reap rewards from it. I've actually used the elevator pitch this week, and this is what I said on my elevator pitch. I'm Dr. Janice Little with the Graduates Gift LLC. We typically help graduates who are transitioning from high school into college. We assist them with giving them access to resources so that they can have a smooth transition. That's who I am, Dr. Janice Little with the Graduates Gift LLC. Next, go ahead and do your elevator pitch.
Hey, hello, my name is Larry Mannings. I work with veterans who typically have situations with transferring or transitioning back into civilian life, and we help them. We help them by workshops. We help them by counseling, PTSD counseling, and godly counseling. So basically, that's what we do to help our veterans transition back into civilian life.
Hello, my name is Hello, my name is Karen Reese, and I work with sports parents who typically have challenges with their children's journey through sports because of different process. I help them with understanding the misinformation in the process, and I do this through sports entertainment with a talk show, with a sports conference, and other sports programs.
Next.
Good morning. My name is Vita Cater, and I am the founder of Cafe Restore, which is a nonprofit program that trains um, people who are indigenous to a neighborhood how to purchase tax defaulted properties in those neighborhoods and keep the neighborhood such that current residents can and seniors can age in place.
Next.
Peace and blessings. My name is Rahima Rahim, Director and Representative for Black Wall Street USA in Oklahoma. My service, my main service is as the director of the mentoring clinic and underserved mentoring clinic for underserved and under-recognized youth in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you.
Thank you all for sharing your 1-minute elevator pitch. We're going to move into discussion now because today is our first day of actually doing the business evaluation, and we're going through the checklist that we created. We created the checklist using AI technology, and these are the typical things that you would need when you are applying for business funding. Now, Mr. Manning, are you ready? We're gonna put you and Reap on the stand to do the business evaluation. We have a checklist. Now I'm gonna share that checklist. I'm working on making it an editable document so that when you're using it, you could just put in dates and check off what you already have completed so that it'll be easier. Being that this was the first one, the document was not editable, but I am taking Mr. Manning's feedback and using it so that when the next person has to do it, it'll be a little bit easier for them to navigate the checklist. Okay, Mr. Manning, let's talk about your checklist. Let's go through it. And I appreciate that you sent your documents. And the only thing I will share with you is when you're doing grant funding and you're sharing the documents, put them all in a zip file so that they don't lose it, because you send me multiple emails. So try to put it in a zip file to send them all at one time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
I apologize. I know it was like last minute.
Yeah, it's okay. We're here to learn, so we know and a lot of time when we're submitting grants, that's how we operate. That's how I was last minute and just putting things together. So we're here now so that we can have everything we need in a central location so that when these opportunities appear, we're available and ready.
Yes.
Okay. And so that
Yes.
was the one feedback thing that I want to give off the top, is to have all the documents in a zip file and ready to go.
And first of all, I have a folder. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I can see it.
With all my information in it, the ones that I have and the ones that I don't have, it's on my hard drive. and I was trying to share with you. I wasn't able to print it out, but I do have it on my hard drive. I'm not sure. I'm not able to put those checkpoints, see it on the screen right now. So you can tell me
Let
what
me
I
see.
should do. Yeah.
Let me see. I will minimize and see if I can pull up.
But I have everything you asked.
Let me pull it up, see if I can get this checklist
Yes,
and where
ma'am.
you can see it. Can you see it?
No, ma'am. I don't. I see something, but I see the 7 spiritual markers. That's what I see.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can. Oh, let me see if I can move that down. See, I'm not that fancy with this technology, so I'm gonna try to stop sharing and then share again
Okay.
and see if I can. There we go. I can share that. You see this now? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's the form. I put it in a Word document. So the first one is your business executive plan. What I'm thinking we are gonna do, and that's just our executive summaries. We've already done the executive summaries for Black Wall Street, so that is like a given that we should already have that.
Yes, ma'am.
And so all you do, what I would encourage is to put the date that you did that summary so that when you're doing the checklist, maybe years down the road, you can see the last time that you did your executive summary. You may need to go back and update some things in that summary. So I would encourage to put dates there instead of just checking, write in a date. And then the tax return, personal tax return.
I have
You
that.
got, okay,
I have my
okay,
business plan, executive summary right here. I have a personal tax
okay,
return right here. And what
okay.
else we asking for? I'm really trying to see this because it's a return
It's
personal
so little. Let me see if I can make it bigger, because I can make it big.
financial statement.
Let me move it.
Financial statement.
A
Finance.
financial statement balance sheet.
Yeah, and I sent that to you already. Again, I don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on my hard drive, but I don't have it in a piece of paper.
And a
So
piece of paper, but you do have one. So
I
what I would
do.
encourage is just put the dates on that for the financial balance sheets.
Yes.
Your business registration
Yes.
documents, you
Yes,
have those?
I have that. I have my 501c3. I do have,
Okay,
I have my 501c3. I did send that to you as well.
okay,
Oh yeah, what else I have to let you know? Oh, here it is right here. I have my 501c3 is loaded in this envelope. What else is there?
your,
I have,
your registration, your operating agreements and things like that.
well, I'm not sure what the
Your
operation
board,
agreement is.
like your board members, you would have to have your, with the nonprofit, your board members and their contacts and things like that, Karen.
You're right. I get this on hard drive. I sent that to you. I sent you all the resumes and the description of the board members and who they are and their profile, their resume. I sent that to you, their bio. And I do,
Okay,
yeah, I have here. I'm not sure if you asked it already. I have Office of Secretary of State. They call it I have the bylaws for our organization, and I do
yes,
have a certificate of formation or the nonprofit corporation.
yes.
I
So
have that.
then you just will write those dates that you already have it, write it in the checklist, and then
Okay.
you would already have those documents. So when it's time to submit, they all are centrally located in that one file, not multiples, just one zip file. The
Right.
key is because you don't want to be ripping and running, looking, trying to find documents that you know you have them.
Mhm.
And so it's just about getting organized and putting them into place. Now let's go on down. We know you have the EIN number, the DUNS, and the U/unique entity number, and just writing the dates that they are validated, because With the UEI, you have to validate those every year.
Yes, ma'am. Mhm.
So making sure that you keep them current.
Okay.
And then we know you got your driver's license, bank account information.
Yeah, I have the bank account information. If y'all want to see that I got like $2 billion in, I can show you my bank account.
Okay, yeah, bring some of that money, Mr. Larry. Yes, and if environmental compliance documents, if you're one of those that need that, then make sure that you have those different certification as well. But the key thing and the key takeaway, I would say, would be is to just have everything centrally located, easily accessible, so that when it's time to submit or share information with someone who may be submitting a proposal for you, you're not having to look for everything, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna stop sharing and we're gonna go through sam.gov. Let me go. And so that we can just do a little bit search. Okay, let me see, can I share again? Y'all just bear with me, you know, I'm a little bit slow with this technology, but hey, can y'all see it? Make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me go in here. Agree. Submit. Oh, they're sending me a code. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I'm waiting on them to send me a code. Oh, I gotta go to the authentication app. Where is that Google app? Okay, we're in here. Now, Karen, if you have any strategies that's quicker than what I do, what I like to do is come in here and look, I see what I'm looking for.
So
Searching
you're finna go and look for grants?
for veterans.
Okay, because I just went to AI and just asked it for grants. But I wanted to go back to Mr. Manning and his documents and give some thoughts to everything what you were saying to him and stuff. What I think having two different types of version, I understand as far as I have a printout of a lot of my documents, and I think that that's what he has. I have a binder that it holds all the documents in like a little plastic sleeve, and so I can actually have the physical documents as well as electronically. So uh just to give him an idea, he can have his binder that will hold the physical, but then he can go and scan it and have a electronic versions of all his documents that he can put into the zip file. And that way he has two versions. Also, business plans are a lot of things that a lot of grants and fundings required want to have. And so I don't know if he actually has a business plan. With that business plan is somebody detailing the different programs and the different certificates and everything that he has as a business is all in a document. And so I pay someone on Fiverr that goes and create my business plan. So that's another document that'll be a good document to have.
I have a business plan. Yes, ma'am. It
Okay.
needs to be updated. Thank you, Karen.
Okay, good. yeah, so having that, also for nonprofits, I know I'm guilty of it. You're not supposed to have your home address for a nonprofit. I still have my home address I had a virtual address. But for a nonprofit, you're not supposed to have your home address. So, getting a virtual address or, getting an address that you can use for your nonprofit. Um, um,
Yes,
I was
thank
just
you.
looking at other things on the checklist. Nonprofits are, you file your taxes every year, and depending on how much money you make determines the type of filing you have to do. If you're under 50,000, then you just have to do an e-card. And these nonprofit filings are just for information only. The IRS, very seldom, I think, audit them, because, um, it's hard for them to uh, track donations, because
Mm,
people, um, uh, because churches give donations and not all of them report that kind of stuff. So it's hard. It's an area. It's kind of like a little gray area, uh,
mhm,
for them to be able to track, donations, because churches don't all not all churches report the money that they get, and people donate to churches. So a lot of times when you're doing taxes, you can just put it on there. But if they ever audit, you just have to get a letterhead saying I donated, because there's no reporting system that they have, for a lot of the nonprofits and things like that. But uh one of the things about nonprofit and getting funding is them people being able to see that you're doing stuff. And so I don't know, if you have all your social media pages up, Facebook, if you have a website, Instagram, there are even nonprofit websites that where you connect your social media, and uh, where people can search and see that you're doing what it is that you say you're doing. And so that is something that is very important. Uh, I I had a mentor, because one year I didn't do anything for my nonprofit. So she was like, "You still should have did something. All you needed to do was just show up, and partner with this other nonprofit and take some pictures and post it." And I
yes,
was
ma'am.
just like, "Man, just like, yeah, I could have just did that." And so it's really important that you that you're posting. Like sometimes when I'm going to classes and stuff, I'll post, "Hey, I'm getting some training." So if anybody ever go and look at my nonprofit, they'll see some type of activity that I'm still doing something, whether it's getting education, whether it's partnering with another nonprofit. Um, you're still doing. So that is something that's very, very important, that you're
Mm,
posting what you do, that you're showing people, because that's what a nonprofit is somebody giving you money to pass out, to
mm.
give to people, and they want to know that you're doing that. And so, just kind of want to emphasize that.
Thank you,
uh,
Karen. Yeah, I should have took a picture, went down with Miss V. Miss V, you still there? And took a picture with Miss V when she was showing the property. So I could take a photo shoot with her and I can post that.
yeah,
I'll do it next time,
Yeah.
Miss V.
yeah, even a property that
Okay, I'm still here. Yeah, okay, we'll do that next time.
people are considering giving you, the location, that free room or what property,
Yes,
just posting like, oh, it's just
thank you.
posting it like, oh, this might be a location for me. Look at it, it's perfect. And so it just creates this
Yeah,
history, this,
okay.
um
Mm,
uh
yes,
it
ma'am.
just creates this movement, or you are doing something
That's
all
right.
at all times. And so just
Mm,
constantly posting.
thank you, Karen. That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you
That's
for
some good information, because
good.
I'm
Thank
guilty of that too, Karen. I move, but don't post my moves that I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
may I add to that?
Yes.
The reason why I really like that idea with somebody with limited skills like I have, firstly, it's a picture's worth 1,000 words. We already know that. But then also, when you get ready to do something physical, you got a record. You just got a record. So that's a
Yeah.
beautiful idea. Thank you, Ernest.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now, and I did what Karen got an easy way of going and finding the money. I've been doing this way too hard because I've been going to sam.gov looking for opportunities. And here it is. I did what Karen said she did was the chat GPT. And I see here's one for the Texas Veteran Commission. They have grant funds for. Have you applied for them before, Mr. Larry?
I did. They're very stringent. It's a long application. You have to have all your stuff together. It's just it's very cumbersome. It's very long document, and you have to have your financial. You have to have audited over a certain period of time. It's very stringent. So based on that, I didn't apply at that time. I might be ready now. I have not looked at the grant things yet, but I've been through them a few times. But they're very
Well, and I'll just share this, Mr. Larry. When I
yeah.
did the RFP, it was a long application and a lot of things I didn't have. And so when I got to the spot, I'm like, okay, I've never had a paid opportunity with being an author. But I went ahead and just put not applicable, and I
Yeah.
submitted it anyway and got it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
even if you don't have, just say, I didn't have the insurance and I said, okay, I don't have it, but if awarded, I will get it.
Okay.
And they gave me 10 days to get it.
Okay.
And so don't let the long application deter you from wanting to submit. Just go through the process of submitting. Even if you don't have all the right answers, just put something in that line in that box, because I put not applicable and
Yeah,
kept it moving.
yes, man. Thank you. But sometimes they don't give you the opportunity to put down whatever you said. And then one of the things, whatever you said you want to put down, they don't have a box for that sometimes. But one of the major things I'm finding out that they ask you for with these big grants is like to be audited, financial audit, and which my understanding it costs you like $1,500 even pay auditor to audit your bank statements for 3 years. So that's another $1,500 you got to pay somebody.
Well, I think, Mr. Larry, what you need to do is to get creative and use your resources with those auditing. You know people, you know a lot of people, and you know people who may not charge you $1,500 to do an audit. Because
Right.
within the network, the Black Wall Street, we could just post who's eligible to, who's able to do it.
All right.
You're a nonprofit. So then they can get to write that off. I'm just thinking outside the box. That's what I
really
do.
thinking inside the box and outside the box. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate
So
it.
don't let the fact, because when I did to get my certification, I had to have an audit. I didn't even have money. I mean, barely had, I don't think it was over $800, but I had to have an audit, my financial statements audit.
Okay.
And the guy who did it, he didn't charge me to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
So we just have to get out of the mindset and thinking that, okay, this big cost, and start thinking of how can I get around the cost to get what I need done.
Yes, man. Thank you. That's good. Yep.
So anywho, this just one grant that we found. Let me look and see one more that chat said. Because I
Mr.
did
Manning,
Texas.
do you have your books being done?
My
Do you have-
books?
Yeah, for your nonprofit, you have a bookkeeper that's doing your books?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
She's that treasurer, NS/CPA.
Okay, so because the person who does the audit is a CPA.
I know.
So she could do, But in order to get that not to be convoluted, because she's your treasurer and her to audit, then yeah, you would probably have to have
Yep,
somebody
I'm
else, because that would be conflict of
Interest.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Okay, I was looking at other grant opportunities, but we're gonna move on, Mr. Larry. I do know that you
Okay.
have another meeting. It's already 9:35, so I want to
Pat,
thank you for
so,
showing
no,
up. Any feedback?
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for everybody for your help. It's very encouraging. By the way, quick question: are we going to down the line? I might be on the road. The gentleman, Mr. Derek Walker, will he be on at 10 a.m. ish today? That you know of?
No, that was like one of our monthly. We're gonna do monthly workshops. So that was just one of the monthlies. He's not doing it every week, no.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for your feedback. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Now let's go back to our presentation for today. Now we're going to talk about the UEI number activity. Any activity this week, anyone? Anyone? Well, Karen, we just saw how we're using AI technology. The AI technology, we use ChatGPT. Go ahead, Mr. Larry.
Yeah, I just heard a question. Yeah, we had a really nice session yesterday with this large organization called US Vets. US Vets is a large veteran service organization. Our group, we went there and we got a list of their veterans. Their US Vets has a facility here in Houston that they house at least 120 veterans that's homeless and they're dealing with stuff. And it's just transitional. So we kind of got with them. When I say we, our veterans organization, REAP. So the 28th to 29th and the 30th of this month, we're going to go to Sam Houston State University and go through the kinesiology program, where it's going to help these veterans from US Vets get their health back and become more healthier. So this is really monumental for us. And like Miss Karen said, we're going to be taking pictures, we're going to be posting those. So that's major. I don't know if you'll see the grandness of this, but this is really great for us to partner with these or get connected with this large organization. They're going to have a bus. We're going to all take that bus and go out to Huntsville. People may not know about Huntsville. It's about 50 miles from where we stay at. So anyway, that was really great happenings this weekend. Is major.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, let's move into political and positive connection outreach. Okay, this week I can say I've had a lot of political engagement. Actually, I met with both commissioners here in Fort Bend. Actually did a community march for crime survivors with the district attorney and the commissioner of precinct 4. I had the opportunity to run into the commissioner of precinct 2 and share the concept of building a Black Wall Street district in his community. And interestingly, he was like, let me share this with you, what a development is coming up. And it's not completely laid out. There's some issues with the land ownership where they're going to be dealing with that to clear it so that they could develop what's called the downtown Missouri City. But being in front of that, we have an opportunity to create a Black Wall Street district with that development that they're looking to build. And so I was excited to see the what do you call it, the blueprint, or you know how you see the visual images of what they're looking to do. To see it, it's a beautiful layout of not only apartments, but also a business development, a park, parking garage. Everything was just beautiful, but they have to deal with clearing the land issue to do the actual development. So it was exciting to see that the opportunity may be there as to build a district. So I was excited about that. And I invited him to the Breakfast Social Mixer so he can see the different business owners coming together that would be interested in ownership in that development. Also had political connection outreach with the constable in precinct 3. It wasn't so good. Well, I won't say it wasn't so good, but it was great for me because it was an opportunity for me to speak and share with him that I've been trying to meet with him since January 1st when he got in office, and I still hadn't had an opportunity to meet with him, even though I met with his team. I really wanted to meet with him because I want what I'm doing aligned with what his vision is for our community. So he told his team that they should go ahead and schedule an appointment for me. I'm still waiting on the appointment. But then constable from the other precinct, he told me I did it all wrong. That's not how you do it. So I have to go and listen to him because I'm not politically correct with a lot of things that I do. I tend to just open my mouth and say what's wrong is wrong, and let's see how I can go through to try to find out how to do it correctly. And all of my question was, what's the process of getting a meeting with him instead of with his team? So anyway, I have a follow-up meeting with him on that. I'll also share the connections that I made this week with the banks. With the book, I have 2 leads that are leading in the right direction with supporting the graduates gift. One is with the credit union and the other one is with a big branch name. I'm not going to say it because this call is being recorded. I don't want to put it out there until we solidify it, and then I'll share the company's name and brand. But they are super excited to partner with the graduates gift. The banks see the value in each copy going into the hands of students is an opportunity for them to get those students to open up student checking accounts. So we'll follow through and follow up with meeting with them on Monday and next week. So those are the political and positive connections that were done this week. And that's it. Does anyone else have any political and positive connection outreach?
Rahima Rahim, I've sent a letter off. I haven't gotten a response because it was just dated April the 7th when I mailed it to the city of Tulsa, the Honorable Mayor Monroe Nichols, and I'd like to read it. It's real brief. It'll tell you everything because, as we know, Black Wall Street events are coming up next month. So in reference to the monumental month of May, greetings, Mayor Nichols. Thanks for sharing your spirit of inclusion with Black Wall Street USA last month, which was in the replay for those of us who had previous engagements during that time. You impressed even more members to want to visit Tulsa next month. The Mentoring Clinic has been asked to assist in presenting on the blackwallstreet.org website a list of events planned for May. Due to their fluctuating schedules, vacations, and graduations of several relatives, may we have a copy of the city's information about scheduled events for the entire month? The email address is bwsok rhimala@gmail.com. Since I was not able to greet you then, I would be happy to meet you when I pick up the list of events. Maybe you will have some suggestions as to how the mentoring clinic can help. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. I extend to you peace and blessings, Rahima Rahim. And I sent a copy to our councilwoman, Vanessa Hall Harper, whom I do know. I don't know the mayor, but I do know Vanessa Hall Harper. So that was my, I'm praying I will actually go down there or either to call Vanessa and get a list. I have lists, but I wanted to get one directly from his office to see, what they're promoting and if they can include, some of our young people in their activities. So thanks for letting me share.
Oh, yes, that's wonderful. And I think that's an excellent idea, is to see what they're doing so that we can get aligned and send students out to support and get engaged as well. Because without them being engaged, we are slowly but surely losing our
Yeah,
kids.
absolutely.
So I encourage any strategies that you have to engage kids, please do it, because they are our future.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to share their political and positive connections this week? Okay, then we're going to move on into new business where we know Mr. Daly didn't have a call this week. And so we're going to go into open discussion. You can feel free to open the mic and discuss anything related to your business that you want to talk about or prepare for. Anyone? Then we could talk about this. Listen, come on. We could talk about it.
Well,
Listen. Go. Go
like
ahead.
like Mr. Manning, I'm trying to do something and I'm just not being able to stay focused because of other issues. For example, I have I was supposed to be setting up. I had in my mind, on paper, I wanted to have some particular men meet to work with our young men and get this off the ground. But I've been sidetracked with a family from Chad, and as you know, they don't speak English very well. And so I get upset, like the girl when I went to pick her up from school and saw her report card. She's failing, and and she's only been in the school. They moved her from a black school up the street from us. Her mother, oh no, we're gonna put her in a better school. So they put her in the better school, and they put her in the school in January, and here it is 2 months later, and she's not in an ESL class. And so it's just been a big mess. So I'm trying to figure out, these people come to me with these personal issues because they know my heart will move on it. But it takes away the time that I need because I'm a one-man band right now. I don't have time to get people organized to the board stuff together. So I just need to know, how do I deal with, I just can't turn my back on people that really are in need. And this is a family of 5. I went there yesterday to try to help them, and the mother wanted to go to an African store, and we took 2 hours trying to find the store. When they finally found it, it was closed. It was closed, and so and I was exhausted. I couldn't do anything after that but come home and pray I made it through the dark. So I'm just trying to figure out, how do I, what can I do to stay more focused on the big, the group of people, not just 10 or 15 people, but the hundreds in our neighborhood. How do I stay focused on getting ready for actually Black Wall Street USA for next month? That's what I need to be focusing on. So I'll mute and listen.
Oh, okay. Now, what I would say is, if you know you're needing to get focused on the event for next month, I would put together a strategy of outlining what needs to be done and who can do it other than yourself. you can identify those key people that you know will get things done for you, and you know who won't do things. Don't put those people on that list. Identify the people that you know can help you to get things done, and don't try to do it all yourself. You know the event is coming, which tasks need to be completed, and put a timeline on it. And focus on that more. So what I've learned, Sister Raheem, is I can't help everybody. And they definitely come to me. I have to decide what's important now and who's important now, other than continuously trying to help people.
Gotcha.
Because people have to learn how to help themselves.
Okay.
Because I would get burned out continuously trying to help everybody and feeling like, okay, I wasn't able to do it. It's okay if you're not able to help them, because you have to take care of yourself first.
Yep. That's
And
true.
if you're needing to focus on that event, lay it out what you need to do.
Okay,
And
so you're
go
telling
there.
me to delegate responsibility. That's my first job before
That's your first job, is to delegate it to dependable people, not just
Oh yeah, I know the
dependable.
ones. Yeah, I know the ones. You're right.
And just tell them, call them and tell them you need the help. Tell them you need help.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I know that, but just to hear you say it, it just motivates me to really get it done. So I thank you.
And you know, someone had to tell me that, because I was helping all these nonprofits and not focusing on my business.
Right.
That's what I was doing. I mean, for the past, since I retired, all I was doing was helping nonprofits, helping that, and not focusing on my business, until I got into the space with Black Wall Street and serving as the state director. I had to focus on my business, because if I'm going to lead y'all, how can I lead and talk to y'all about business and I'm not doing it? I'm busy helping everybody else, but my business is not flourishing.
Got it.
So I had to stop and focus on my business. And I have so many, and I can only focus on one at a certain time. And right now it's graduation season. I'm focusing on the graduate's gift. For the next 4 months, that's all I'm doing, the graduate's gift. But after that, I'll shift to my next business, Players Properties, and look into do the coffee shop and developing things over there after graduation season. So I have to strategically get organized and focus on that, and then shift to the next one.
Got it. Thank you.
Because I'm all over the place.
I know. I
I'm all over.
How does she do that? I said, how does she do that?
Well, I got with this coach. His name is CEO Coach Matt, and he gave a spreadsheet on how to get organized. And I use that spreadsheet now to get organized at the beginning of each week. I know what I'm going to do, who I'm going to approach, what group I'm going to help. If it be the Girl Scouts, because, you know, I wear these different roles and I have different groups that I help. If it's going to be a nonprofit group, I strategically put it on my CEO calendar, is what I call it. And it helps to keep me organized.
Yeah, I have a checked off list as well. Life gets in the way though. Like the lady who's my partner in the building, she's been 2 weeks just trying to clean the floor and make it perfect. And I'm like, we have an event coming up in a couple of weeks. This floor has to be done.
And
So
what's the date on your event, the actual date?
Well, you know, it's like the Black Wall Street. It's really the last week in May, but people have been complaining that some of them, because of graduations for next month and all that, they can't come at that time. And so they want to come earlier because the bike rally is in the middle of the month. So I just want to be, us to be available to accommodate and attract more and more people to North Tulsa. Instead of just going down to Greenwood, because when they go to Greenwood, a lot of white folks get the money. But if they come
Oh.
north, there are people who have private businesses, and they can get their food and like Billy Parker's store, and and seeing things in North Tulsa that Black people are really doing. Because actually, it took me 15 years to realize that Tulsa is not a poor town. The Black people here are not poor; they're just underserved.
Okay.
And so they concentrate on keeping what they have because they've done a lot of volunteering, but then they see the people downtown in Greenwood get the money or get the prize. And so it's very hard even to get them to volunteer to do anything because they see other people getting paid, and when they volunteer, they don't get paid.
Oh.
So
Uh-huh.
I know somebody worked on the wall for the survivors, and they never even recognized her. And I
Wow.
remember when I first came here 20 years ago, she was running every day. She was in the library because I was working on a newsletter every day. She was in the library working on this thing. They never even recognized her. Some white woman they called up and gave her the recognition, and they do that kind of stuff. So if the people concentrate, like they're doing in the Sahel states in Africa, if people concentrate on taking advantage of what they already have, like we have people here could open up an equestrian camp for the veteran soldiers or whatever.
Okay.
They have the facilities, the money, the horses, all that. But they need, they're not going to get much of the city support or the state support, but they will get support. They can support each other. And it's easy to do because the city is about 500,000 people, in this area, well, in the city, and about almost a third of them live in this area. And so it would help a lot. So it's it's an exciting challenge, but I just want people to come and see the real people of Black Wall Street, the real descendants of Black Wall Street. And I think the bike rally and the car rally and, a lot of things that they're trying to do in North Tulsa will attract that attention. So that's the plan.
Okay. And when is the bike rally? May what?
I think it's May 15th to 17th. I think it's in the middle of the month.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's when most of the people come, in addition to the end of the master commemoration. And the mayor does call it, he has a special, I think he says commemoration. He uses a word that we're not sad about it, but we just wanted to be informed, want everybody to be informed about it. And I'm not looking at it right now, but he's pushing it in that vein,
Okay.
so that I want to get, connected with him so we can make sure that, we get some recognition up here in North Tulsa as well as Greenwood. So thanks for letting me share.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Let's go with announcement. Miss V, you have your event today, correct? Miss V, because I posted it. I think it's today. Miss V event is today. Let me double check. Yeah. Miss V is hosting her event today. Is the correct way to draft airship affidavit. That is today between 12:45 and 3 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Houston. So for those who are on and can get to it, I would encourage you to support Miss V Decatur. Also, May 3rd is when we're gonna have our first face-to-face.
I'm sorry, I was muted and didn't know how to unmute myself. Go ahead and speak.
Okay.
You
Well, I
did.
was just
I like to
announcing.
say this, and no disrespect to anybody. I got this. This is for the community. It's not my event, it's a community event. And whoever feels like they would benefit from knowing how to fill out an airship affidavit, they need to come. Simply because we're losing a lot of money, keeping a lot of money on the table, because we do not know the difference between even a questionnaire and an airship affidavit and what it all means. So I'm going to break it down to those in attendance. And because I do a lot of I do a lot of title work every day, and it's just disheartening to see that we do not cannot follow instruct because we don't know what even the questions mean. So I'm going to break this down to what the questions mean and hope that we would stop gatekeep, be the people who we used to be, and not continue to gatekeep stuff and not spread the information. If you know that someone is going to die in your life or somewhere around you, and we all know someone is, and if we know that someone may ask us to be a witness, then this is for you. That this is who everybody, at some point everybody needs to know this. But you said it, you did it right, you said it right. I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
May I,
You,
may I ask a question?
go ahead.
Yes.
Is it possible that a part of that a part of that event, which most of us are not near to attend, could be like a replay on this line so that we could get that?
Well, I'm not allowing that to be recorded, but what I can do is I can make a audio for Black Wall Street
Cool.
and send it to, I can make an audio and explain this because I'm not charging, for it. I'm just, it's just, and whoever wants it I can send them the information. But today's event will not be
Okay.
recorded, no ma'am. But I can make an audio for that purpose, just to send it to people who want to share it in the community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or if it's on the podcast, are you gonna put the recording on your podcast? Then we can
Well,
just share the link.
I have two podcast segments that talk about airship affidavits, but see, I probably had other things involved, in that conversation too. So what I
Okay.
want to do, I want to make something specifically for this. Since this is so important right now, I want to make sure that it's something specifically with no other, nothing else in a part of the conversation, strictly that, and then I'll send it to whomever wants me to send it. I have emails, like I have Dr. Little's email, I have Sister Rahima's email, I have Karen's email, I have Mr. Manning's email. So if anyone wants it and whose email I don't have, they can just let me know and I'll send it to them as well. But I have everyone's email that's on this call. So as soon as it's done, when it's done, I'll probably take about a couple more days so I can slow down and get to it. I will go ahead and make an audio about it and with all the details, and may even be able to, since we're all in Texas, may even be able to upload, well, I can upload to your email addresses the actual templates that make sense to use. And then, Ms. Rahima, I will make a point to find one for Oklahoma and send to you also.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
Okay. Now also, is there anyone on the call want to have their business evaluated for the next Black Wall Street, Texas meeting? Anyone on the call want to have their business evaluated? I know we volunteered Mr. Larry because he had his ask was for funding, assistance with funding. That's why we put him first so that we could create the business assessment or evaluation form and go through the actual step and checking off of making sure you have the necessary documents ready. Anyone on the call want to put their business up? Well, huh?
I surely need to, I surely need to do mine, but I know I'm not even ready, so maybe, I don't know.
And Sister Rahima, what I would say is if you want to do yours, just going through the checklist, knowing that you're not ready, you can identify what areas you need, and then we will assist by helping you to locate or complete the process, and be like your accountability partner. Make sure you move along instead of just sitting, waiting, and saying, I know I don't have, but not
Right.
doing anything.
Right, that sounds good. Okay, I'll take the checklist and and be ready next week, God willing. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, and I'm going to work on making it an edible form, and I'll send it to you where you could just type in what you have and what you don't have. And then that way it'll be easily accessible so you can see. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Bell. Appreciate it.
All righty. Well, as we get ready to close, I want to thank all of you for showing up and engaging in the process. And again, Mr. Manning, I sincerely appreciate you showing up and staying engaged with your business so
Yeah.
that we can help you get to the next level. Okay?
Yeah,
All
thank you.
righty.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, your excitement with your excitement about what you're doing was really encouraging. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a great weekend.
You as well. Thank you so much, Dr.